Our parents wanted children. That is why we are born randomly to them. We inherit our parents' religion. But remember this, we never choose our religion. We are born into it randomly without knowing, without our knowledge. And before we learn to speak, before we learn to think, our parents already tell us what to believe. If our family is Hindu, they say go to temple. If Muslim, go to mosque. If Christian, go to church. It feels natural to us. Our parents taught us our religion. Their parents taught them, and their parents before that. Generations after generations, passing the same belief down the line. And if we keep thinking about this, one question rises. Who was the very first person to speak about God? And who was the first person to believe God existed? What did the person see or feel? Or were they simply trying to explain a world they did not understand? These questions made me to do this video. Watch till the end, you will find the answer. Let's go back thousands of years ago, back to the time when humans first began to think. There was no religion then, no books, no science, no technology, and no astronomy. Think about their condition. Early humans watched the sun rise and bringing light, and then the sun would vanish and darkness would fall. They saw the earth give them food through trees. They saw rainfall suddenly from the sky with no idea where it is coming from. They must have felt curious, confused, and afraid at once. Historians believe people began searching for unseen powers to explain what they could not understand. They believed something existed beyond everything they could see. Something invisible, that invisible power became God. The idea of God was born from the nature itself. So people started worshipping nature, the sun, the trees, the rain, the animals, and the earth. As time passed, people lived in small groups. In most groups, one man stood smarter, stronger. He protected the group from danger, he found food, he solved problems others could not. So people looked to him for guidance. Slowly, he earned deep respect. People began to worship him. They believed he was the power protecting them. And when he died, his story did not die with him. His stories was passed down by word of mouth, generations after generations, because writing did not existed yet. And with each retelling, the story grew bigger, more excited, more impossible. When humans finally learned to write, these stories were put on paper, but not as they really happened. They were exaggerated. Ordinary leaders became heroic, larger than life figures. They were elevated again and again until they became gods in the retelling, and slowly religion took shape within society. Many historians believe these exaggerated stories were written on purpose because human beings need fear. Without fear, people do whatever they want, and that leads to disorder. So, these stories were placed inside holy books to keep people disciplined, to guide them towards good values, be loyal, avoid selfishness, hold on to the humanity, kindness, and love. These values were written into texts like the Quran, the Bible, and many other holy books. But these books also did something else. They told people to think only within their bounds and never beyond them. Follow the book, and to make sure people followed, fear was built in every story. If you break the rule, and you will go to the hell. Fear upon fear, layered carefully into belief. Humanity was also divided into male and female. Since women give birth to the next generation and carry life forward, a new idea took root: loyalty in marriage. The book said women must stay loyal, sleep with one partner, raise children with that partner only, looking at anyone else treated as sin. Slowly, this belief shaped almost every part of civilization. For many people, religion became something beautiful too, a source of hope during suffering, a meaning when life felt uncertain, a reason to come together in celebration and in loss. But here is the truth about trust. Whenever people place deep trust in an idea, something eventually learns how to use that trust for their own gain. And over time, trust became one of the biggest business in the world. Babas in Hinduism, self-styled prophets in Islam, evangelists and pastors in Christianity, all of them in their own ways turning faith into business. They sell miracles, they sell hope, and they grow rich from people's fear. Take Nityananda for example. Men like him says things that sounds meaningless, dressed up as psychology, as philosophy. People listen, but they don't understand a word. And when they question it, they were told one simple thing: you cannot grasp the words of a genius. He claimed himself as another avatar of Paramashiva. Listen to this carefully before it is hard to believe. He claimed cows and dogs could talk with humans. He said he has built software to prove it.
We are going to have bulls and cows which will talk to you very clearly, legitimately in Sanskrit and Tamil.
In 2010, a viral video surfaced. It showed Nityananda with a Tamil actress in what looked like a sexual act. The actress said the video was morphed. Nityananda claimed his body was mutated at the age 12, that he was neither male nor female. But in 2017, forensic investigators reportedly confirmed the man in the video was Nityananda. After that, the truth came pouring out. Many women from his ashram came forward, allegations of torture, of rape, even of child abuse, allegations that small children were used for the physical needs. He fled India, reportedly through Nepal, to Bolivia. There he self-declared his own nation, Kailasa. Nityananda is the only one name. One example caught on camera, dragged through the courts, but the same pattern repeats quietly everywhere. In every religion, in ashrams, in dargahs, in church, all over the world. Here is an example. Imagine 30 students visiting a Baba, a priest, a prophet. All of them asked for the top rank. He tells them all to recite the same words. Every single one does it, but only one student gets first rank. The rest returns heartbroken. They come back and ask why. And the holy man smiles and says, "This is your karma from the past life." He says, "Your time is not good. The karma you created before is showing itself now, causing you the pain." He never says the winner simply studied harder. This is how it works in every tradition. From childhood, minds are trained not to think, trained to believe that questioning God brings punishment. And whenever a question has no answer, karma appears, fate appears, God's plan appears, just enough to shut the question down. Let's say, for argument's sake, these stories are all real. Let's say God truly sees everything, controls everything exactly as we are taught. When a woman is being raped right now, what is God doing about it? Ask ordinary people this question, and they often replies, "It is her karma, and that's why it's happening to her." How cruel a thought that is. We do not even remember what we suppose did in the past life. Why should we suffer something we cannot remember, cannot understand? Why should we simply accept that? And why do these excuses continue? Why is there no equality in this world? Why are some people rich and other poor? Why does caste discrimination still exist? Let's say for a moment the God exists. Imagine a person who has great faith in God. When someone is suffering, he ignores them. When a person comes to him asking for help, he turns them away. Yet he goes to God and prays, "God, give me money, God, give me house, God, give me car, give me good wife." He asks God for everything. Now imagine another person. He does not believe in God, but he feeds the hunger. He helps people who are suffering. He stands beside those who need help. He does good without expecting anything in return. Now ask yourself this: who deserves happiness more? The person who only prays, or a person who helps other human beings? Is God happier with someone who only believes? If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment.